Is that okay? I think we're okay. Hi guys, good morning and welcome back to the start of another vlog. I'm just gonna pull out of this driveway together. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's a lot colder than I thought it would be. My car is reading at 42 degrees. Not that's terribly cold, but we had a few like 80-degree days last week, so my car feels like so powerful when the oil's changed. I'm just trying to readjust my seat because this past weekend was so busy. A lot of car things that I had to take care of. So, just turn here real quick. There's a doggy. Where to even begin? So this week is not a crazy week, but I thought I would kick off a vlog here because do a little recap, and then next week is like a lot of things are going on. So I thought we kind of catch up now while I have a minute, and then we'll continue maybe next week or something. So this past weekend, break for squirrels, break for squirrels, break for squirrels, and then realize your drink cup is not secured in here. Oh, squirrel. So what was I saying? As my brain is getting pregnancy brain, and we're getting more scrambled, clearly. This past weekend, we had a lot of car-related tasks to get done. So Saturday, I went to, my car is a Honda. I have an HRV 2001 model. I don't know if anyone cares, but I'm just sharing. It's a good car. It's a good car. I feel very safe in it. I think it'll be great for the kids and everything. Of course, it would be nice to upgrade and get something bigger, but we'll talk about that in a second. So I went to the dealership. I had to get my car serviced. I had my oil changed, and then I had to get my state inspection, so I just decided to do it there while I test drove a brand new 2003 Honda Pilot. It was a really nice vehicle. It had a third row in the back. It was really, really nice. But because of the time that I got my vehicle, I'm leasing. When I got it, I got a good deal. The rates were still low for like your monthly payments and everything, and I have really good credit, so if I wanted to buy this and that, I have some good options for myself. But of course, nowadays everything is just way too crazy. They wanted almost double of what I'm paying for the monthly, and I don't want to commit to that because there's a lot of things that are up in the air about my job, if I can return or not. I actually have a meeting today with my manager. I know for me it's harder because of the twins, and you know, if you were to go into putting your kids into childcare, especially for two, like you're literally just earning the money from your job to pay for daycare. And I don't even feel comfortable with daycare. There's just so many stories. I was never in daycare as a kid, and I just believe that if you're able to and you can stay home with your kids for as long as possible, that's the best option. Especially for me, it's just how I feel. So yeah, anyways, it's just I gotta see what kind of options we have for myself. And then so I test drove it and I got some numbers. It was good to know just like where the market's at and see, you know, if that would even be a future possibility. Of course, the more money you're willing to put down, the lower the rate can go. But like to have to put $5,000 down just to get in a more comfortable monthly rate doesn't make sense either, because that's a huge chunk of money, and I don't know, to me it's just not really worth it. I'd rather have that money in the bank saved for oh shit moments, you know, because you never know what's going to happen. But I do have to figure out what I'm going to do because my car lease goes up in January. Obviously it's April right now, so I have, you know, a good amount of time. I have the option to buy this car and then just finance it, and then just pay over the course of like 5 to 7 years, whatever options they have, which may be my better bet because I'll be able to keep my rate closer to what it's at, and then I'll own the car, and then eventually I could always sell it and then lease another car, but we'll see. I think in the long run a Honda Pilot would be really nice for the kids, especially as they get bigger, but I think for right now I'm gonna just make what I have work, which led to Sunday, where I found out my coworker, one of my coworkers, he does detailing professionally at his last job. And I don't know if you guys remember with Lily, but she had an accident on the front seat once that I didn't realize until probably a month later when I went to take the blankets out. And I was like, oh, I should probably just like wash them, freshen them up, just because, you know, it'd been sitting there for a while. And then that's when I realized there was a stain, and it was a pee stain. And she wasn't able to hold her bladder too well at the end, so it was, you know. But I tried to like pour some water on it, soak it up, and like spray and different things, and I wasn't able to get it. It had to be like extracted with like a machine kind of thing. So luckily my coworker, he does all that and he knows how to do all that. So he took my car Sunday, I left it, and he spent hours working on it. It looks brand new, interior, exterior, all the little crevices in the doors, like it looks really good. So the next step would be some point, I think after my baby shower, I'm gonna put the car seats in the back, have them ready to go. I'm gonna open up the box to the stroller, gonna make sure it works real good with everything. And then I'm gonna put that in my trunk, and then I need to prep my hospital bag and stick that in the trunk too, so that way the car is like all ready to go, and the last minute things would just be like in my purse, like, you know, cell phone charger, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm tomorrow I'll be 27 weeks pregnant, so we're getting so close to baby time. It's so exciting. Over the weekend, my husband and I painted 2 wooden signs that I had custom made off of Etsy. It is just their names, their first names, that we're going to put above the cribs. So we went to Michael's, picked out some little craft paint, and he painted it, and it looks really good. Excuse me. He's going to spray it to seal it. Maybe over this weekend, just because I think we're getting some rain this week, so it'll be a good idea. But yeah, I'm excited for all the little things like that. Yeah, that's kind of like my recap for right now. So next week is really busy at the end of the week. So Friday of next week, I go for my glucose test, and I get like I think my tetanus shot and some other, like, it's like a 3-in-1. They call it the Tdap. I'm not really sure what it is. So I have that appointment Friday. My family's coming into town. I'm gonna be staying in an Airbnb, and that Saturday is my baby shower. So I decided I'm not gonna go stay over there with them on Friday like I originally planned to, just because my appointment's late afternoon. And I'm going to be there for at least 2 hours, and then to have to drive afterwards, I don't really want to. So, because like where we're staying is like an hour away, so on a Friday, I'd rather just go out the next morning kind of thing, like late morning. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll probably stay over the Saturday night with them. And yeah, the following week I have my next ultrasound. I don't know if I told you guys at the last one, they bumped it up to 3 weeks instead of 4 weeks for the following one, because they want to monitor their weight gain, because baby girl is measuring small. She gained weight, you know, but I think they just want to make sure she's gaining a good amount, because she does have Not the issue we thought she had with her cord, but just because there is like a slight issue there, they just want to, you know, keep an extra eye on it, which I'm thankful for. And yeah, that's kind of just it for right now. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a recap. I'm sorry I wasn't really looking at you guys, but I am driving and focusing on the road. Yeah, there's still like a bunch of little things that I'm sure we're gonna have to buy after the shower, but we're waiting to see what people bring. I know we're gonna need like the little baby bathtub for the newborns. Probably some more like washcloths, because I had some that I bought when we were trying to get pregnant, because it was like the Halloween season, and I bought like a robe set, a pumpkin robe, like a jack-o'-lantern kind of robe came with like a set of 3 washcloths. So I know we'll need to get little things like that, and like bath soap and whatnot. We have some diapers that was already gifted to us from my job, but obviously we'll eventually need some more, but we're gonna wait till closer to them being here. I don't know if they're gonna be tinier, like preemie size or not. Right now I have a feeling my little girl might be. She might come out that way, but yeah, time will tell. But yeah, I'm gonna get going, and I will see you guys another time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this morning. Have a good one. Hey guys, so I know I ended the vlog, but I'm coming back on here because you ever have a feeling sometimes like you're undecided about what time to leave your house, and sorry, that's a little, like there's just something that tells you to leave at that time for whatever reason. I believe I was meant to leave my house to witness what just happened and be there to help. I try my best not to cry because I'm wearing makeup today, and I just, but I'm driving down the main road. Not even another 10 minutes to go before I get to work. Probably like 7, like whatever, doesn't matter. To the left, you know, in the other lane, I see a dog laying down the road, wagging its tail. And I'm like, oh my God, no, like, did it get hit? Is it just laying there because it's, you know, scared, it doesn't know what to do, it's in shock, something? I didn't know, and I was just like, no, I can't ignore this. Like, I made the first left turn I could, turn around, came back. Another gentleman who was in a truck, he stopped already, and he actually pulled the little dog off the road to the side. And I didn't see the tail wagging anymore at that point, but I got out of the car and joined him, and the dog just passed. But he found a collar, he took it off, and I said, let me grab my phone. It was like the rabies vaccine collar. So at least I tried to call the vet, but they don't open until 8, and they didn't have voicemail. So I took photos of the tags. He put the collar back on the dog, and I said, you know, I'm gonna call them once they open at 8, and I'm gonna let them know so they can contact the owner, or if they'll look it up, and I'll let them know where the dog is. And I, you know, took down the address of where the dog's located. I took a picture of the dog just so I had reference to give them if they needed. Oh, I am so sad. But like, it's the right thing to do. Like, if you see a dog in the middle of the road and you just don't know, like, just please stop, turn around, put your blinkers on, and just like help these pathetic little animals. Like, oh, I swear sometimes, and this is a whole other topic that I would love to talk to you guys about, but I've been struggling so much with like food in terms of what's right, what's wrong for eating. Like, I don't know. You guys, if you've been sticking around since 2011, or if you viewed some of my older things, like there was a time where I went vegan and like raw till 4 vegan. I was following like the advice that Freely the Banana Girl gave, and I felt really good. I felt really motivated. Like, I just felt really good inside and outside. And like, it's something that just comes over me all the time, and it's like, when am I finally gonna just take the leap and just go all in and do it? And I feel like I have these moments like this with this little sad dog. It was so little. You could tell he was a little bit older, but probably got out, and then, oh God. But I just want the owners to know, like, hopefully they care. I hope it doesn't break, oh, how could it not break your heart? But it's just all these like little things building up, and I just feel like I'm not meant to eat certain foods. And I mean, I get eczema already as it is from eating dairy. My body rejects it. And like, you could say what you want, that, you know, you shouldn't just eat plant-based or this and that, whatever. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm just talking about what's right for me and like how I feel and my love for animals. Like, I honestly feel like such a freaking hypocrite. Like, you know, like there are times where I'm just so like passionate about it, but then on my plate is like a piece of meat, whether it's fish or a chicken or something, and I sit there and I feel so guilty, and I don't want to live like feeling guilty. I think I struggle with it so much, and it's just something that I know I want to do. I'm afraid to do it right now because I'm pregnant, and I just don't know like how to eat right as far as moving to a plant-based diet, you know, and I just want to do what's right for my kids. But I feel like once they're out of me, you know, I can incorporate as much fruits and vegetables and plant-based meals right now, but I just feel like once it's all said and done and I have my children here, like I would love to just kind of make that switch, you know? But yeah. Alright guys, I'm almost at my job now. Nervously waiting till I can call the place at 6:40, so I have some time. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna just say some prayers and try not to spend the rest of this day crying.